Before we get started, a quick note about something that has been paramount in my mind and heart over the last 19 months and, quite frankly, the last 11 years. Does that sound right, Matt? 19 months, 11 years?
I've just checked the minutes. That is correct.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. The National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis, as you may know, is comprised of unpredictable and often disabling flare-ups of the central nervous system. Such flare-ups disrupt the flow of information within the brain and between the brain and the body. The National MS Society is the largest private funder of MS researchers in the world. They're investing more than $1 billion to date. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1-800-344-4867. Once again, 1-800-344-4867. Or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. Importantly, we are still raising money for the National MS Society through A Venture to a Cure. This is a page that was created in conjunction with the Walk MS Media 2022 back in April. An incredible organization, an incredible event, and we are still raising money for that event through the end of September. You can reach that site at rebrand.ly/A Venture to a Cure. Once again, rebrand.ly/A Venture to a Cure. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who have gone to the National MS Society to either donate money or to learn more about multiple sclerosis and demyelination. It touches me and over the 1 million people in this country who have multiple sclerosis in so many ways, and we appreciate all of you. And on that,
it's time to talk.
Stevie, are you saying you want a show? Are you jealous that I did super terrific awesome show tonight and now I'm doing VF Talks? How do you feel about that, honey? You okay with that? Well, are you ready for a conversation about anything and everything? With Matt Haas, Paul Burke, and all of you? Because this is VF Talks. Good evening once again, or good morning, or good afternoon, and welcome to VF Talks. I'm John Venturini, and that cantankerous Triceratops, who changed. I just want to make note of something. Changed caps. He was wearing a Yankees cap for the last 3 months, and he changed caps because, unfortunately, this Triceratops is fair weather. He is fair weather, but he is wearing the cap that is most important because, as we all know, Rex is indeed a streamer. And what is more fitting than for Rex to wear a streamer cap? Anywho, it's good to see all of you tonight on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Let's see who wins tonight's door prize. And that would go to, get ready, that would go to Rich Vibes, who says on YouTube, he says he's verified and checked the number of days and years that I've been dealing with multiple sclerosis. Rich, thank you, man. Good to see you, as always. We also have Enda Trading from across the pond, who says hello over on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. We also have Marcus on YouTube, who says second. It's showing up third, but you know what? If you want second, I'll give you second. You got second. There you go. And we also have on YouTube, we have Brad Kendall, who says, hey, hey, hey. Not his voice. Just, I saw hey, 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 and that's the way I went with that. That was my inflection. That was my choice. I don't know. And then we have, this is weird. We have this Awesome Fun Things. I think of Awesome Fun Things. I know of Wood Things. Wood Things are great. I know something, piano being awesome. That's, wow. I know of also all things YouTube. I guess Awesome Fun Things would be Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Matt Haas.
hey.
How you doing,
How are
sir?
you, JV?
Long time no see.
Yeah, I know. It's been like 12 minutes.
It's been like 12 years. I know. It's been a very long time. This is a reunion, so it's good to see you.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Brad says, I'm hanging like Fat Albert tonight, huh? Yeah, no, Brad. No, that was just, I saw hey, 3 hays, and I just went that direction.
Hey, how can you not? That's the question.
Yeah, it just is. It just is.
Bo show.
So I can't promise you that this show will be super terrific or awesome, but it is VF Talks. And
But will it be about anything and everything?
Always. Although
Well,
I think we cheated a bit. We talked about Costco in the last show.
It's about anything and our attempt to talk about everything. Because
Right.
that's a high bar to set.
It is a very high bar. Rich was also thinking Fat Albert when he saw the 3 hays, so I guess I wasn't alone in that thought.
And the chocolate pudding.
Chocolate pudding. Right. Jello pudding.
Jello pudding pops.
Right. That's right. I'm being told that I should get off of that impression immediately. Okay. Thank you. Wow. Really good. Really good.
Say no more.
Yeah, no more. Yeah, censors, sponsors, all that stuff. So I guess we could rehash the conversation from this super terrific, awesome show that was previously on. But you have a giant slip and slide party tomorrow. You want to talk more about that?
Yeah, I will be a guest at this party. Yeah. The woodworker friends of mine, or maker friends of mine, because some of them work with metal, some of them, do other things. It's a very close community. And the one gentleman says, everyone come up to my house and we'll have a big old party. So that's what he does. Now that hasn't happened in the last several years because of, the thing that shall not be named. But
The Backstreet Boys reunion tour?
yeah, but it's back. The party's back on the calendar. People come from all over. You can camp on his property if you want to. There's literally a 250-foot slip and slide, and yeah, it's a thing.
It's been
It's a
measured.
thing.
Laura says, how fun, by the way. Laura Williams joining
Yeah.
us on YouTube tonight. Good evening, Laura. Hope you're well.
There's tubing above the slide, sprinkling down, so it's evenly wet for maximum slip and slide fun, and puts up big tents. There's a 4-wheeler, and usually drones going, and sometimes we'll we'll play these games that only woodworkers and makers can enjoy. Like, for example, we had a tree stump, and we hammered about 24 different nails. Just started to hammer 24 different nails, and the game is you throw the hammer up in the air, okay, and then you catch the hammer, and on the downstroke you have to hit the nail on the head. Now you can't catch it and go back up and go down like that.
No good.
Can't do that. So like that's something that's it can happen. The one YouTuber woodworker is from Canada, and he loves poutine. So poutine is sort of like a thing all the woodworkers talk about. When I say all the workers, I'm like all of them across YouTube. We all know each other.
Tout le monde. Poutine.
So we make our own poutine on site, and there's usually a cotton candy machine on site, and of course they're serving all of the picnicky type stuff as well. It's a lot of fun.
Now, would the cotton candy be poutine flavored?
It hasn't so far. The 1 year they tried to make their own Dippin' Dots, which you need chemical. Like you need to go to a chemical store and buy frozen hydrogen. I don't know what it is, but you need some sort of. And we couldn't quite pull that together in time. And then of course the woodworker, we all have stickers with our channel logos on them, so we always do the trading of the stickers and all this stuff. What's that? I can't read that.
No, I'll get to it in a second. Finish what you're going to say, because I got an ask for you in a second.
Okay. Another thing the woodworkers do is, I guess I just have to come out and say it. It's kind of hard to describe.
Anything and everything, right? Go ahead.
Shower beers.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So the one woodworker rigged up this threaded, like you could thread a hose onto it. It was a PVC pipe, and off the PVC pipe were 5 shower heads. So we all got under this PVC pipe, and we all were drinking beer under this shower water. Anyway, like if we go to conferences, like there's always 50 selfies of shower beers, and it's usually more than one woodworker in the shower at a time.
Of course.
Anyway, so shenanigans will be had.
Fun hijinks and crazy things going on. So what Enda was saying before was he was watching some of your early shows on the woodworking channel, and you were rocking a mustache. And like, for the home audience, can you share that? Because I think people want to see what Matt looks like with a mustache.
Oh, if I find that photo, I would probably need 5 minutes to pull it up. So I'm not sure if I can pull it up.
All right.
But the story behind that was I had surgery on my lip. And I had a big, nasty wound for a while. So that was a way to hide it while it was healing. So I did have a mustache. It was probably only about 6 months.
Jamie's calling it a Matt stash.
Yeah.
Good evening, Jamie, by the way. I hope you're doing well.
I know. I tried it. I realized it's a lot more gray here down. So the stash had a lot more gray here. Now I am getting kind of salt and peppery, but like here it was more salty than peppery. So
push it real good, right? Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Marcus is asking Putin instead of poutine. We don't talk about Putin here. This is not political talk. What do you think? This is redacted? We don't talk about that here.
Yeah.
Clayton and Natalie, love you. It's no Redacted is a great show. I'm just saying we don't do the redacted thing here. That's all.
Nope. We say it live and we never edit it.
Polly says it's liquid nitrogen for the Dippin' Dots.
Liquid nitrogen. Yes, there you go. Hi, Polly wants a crafter. Jerry Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Jerry Brown, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube over there. We got Austin joining us on YouTube. Hey, JV and Matt, what's up? Austin, of course, joining us from prison as normal. So hope they're treating you well behind bars.
How do I find? I don't know. Someone go on my Facebook wall and find my photo. I can't. My Facebook looks all different. View main profile. Apparently I wasn't on my main profile. That's so dumb. Okay, photos. See all pterid
redactyl. Like that, Jamie. That's really good.
Oh, I found one.
Got one.
Well, it's not fully grown in, but you can kind of get the idea. Here, I'll show you. I got to hit the share button.
Share it.
Always 7 clicks in order for it to
29
work.
clicks. Here we go.
There we go. I did my 7.
I gotta go to main. Oh, that's wrong.
And this was also 25 pounds ago. So.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So can I do this? There we go. It's not full yet. It's partially coming in. And if you look, there's probably a wound somewhere under there, but these are all my crazy friends.
That was from May of 2019.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the surgery. Anyway, so one of those things. Let me see if and see, this was my inspiration.
Hang on a second.
Tyler Mapes. He's a. Oh, am I still sharing?
No, I'm gonna go back to it. 1 second.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Oh, wow.
See, so this is my baseball hero right here. Very underrated individual. He was a catcher. I'm sorry, he was a pitcher, and he also did some catching. And he was one of the older players who knew his stuff. And bottom line, he was sort of like a coach in the game, because a catcher can sort of be a coach in the game. Anyway, so I'm like, man, I love your mustache, and we sort of broed out on that a little bit. And so that was my inspiration. And then I did have a picture of him with my mustache. It is, of course, I'll never be able to find it.
You know, Jamie's saying what a stash, but the other thing that I have to echo from what Jamie said is you have lost so much weight. How much weight have you lost, Matt?
Well, oh, hey, look at this.
Oh, that's just like...
That's me on the slip and slide.
There it is.
Now from, again, 25 pounds ago. Yeah, these are not dated. Some are new. Some. There's another. That's the slip and slide right there.
Oh my God, that is a long slip and slide.
Look, they have these hoses that go up over. And that's Harju's little girl. She was in there by accident. She's a little sweetheart. Yeah, she's like the one time the mom was walking, and the little girl there, where was that photo? I scrolled past it. Anyway, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop sharing.
Jamie wants that slip and slide, by the way.
I was like,
and I got it. Oh, I got it. I lost. Oh my God, I lost Matt. That. Matt, it's like, did I say something? What happened?
Boot me off, why?
I didn't boot you. Boot yourself off. What are you talking about?
So I said to her, I was like, so the mom was walking, and the little baby Harju was walking probably like 10 feet behind her. She couldn't quite keep up with her. I was like, there's a mini Harju behind you. She goes, yeah, I know. Anywho.
We have Bob McElroy joining us on YouTube with a wink. Bob, long time no see, brother. Hope you are doing well, my friend.
See, now I'm going back on my back catalog of photos.
We're going back down memory lane.
Do you want me just to share some awesome photos from my catalog?
You know what? Let's do it. Absolutely.
Okay.
I could if you share your screen again and go back to there we go.
This is nuts.
So I'm gonna go back to main. There we go.
Look at this.
Oh wow.
That's my buddy right there. That's my bodyguard. He'll take you out.
He'll cut you dead.
Oh yeah. No, he's hardcore. He was on Jackass. And
We have another guest joining us. That would be Rich Vibes.
we do. Nice. Oh, look at this. This is copy paste. That's my brother.
Lost you for a second. Hang on. Gotta go back to that. Lost it.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I'll stop sharing.
No. You're good. Keep going. Rich, how are you tonight, my friend?
I'm good, man. You?
I'm doing all right.
Oh, look. See, so here we're under the water. Shower beers. Not only shower beers, it's co-ed shower beers.
Well, it has to be co-ed, of course.
Yeah.
I did it again. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Since it was in public, it's not naked co-ed shower beers, but it was. Oh, look at this thing. Hey,
Wow.
this won me a trophy.
Oh, this was your jump getup, was it?
Yes. Yeah. That was,
see, I remember.
yeah. See, there's the proof right there.
Oh, God bless America.
Oh, this guy here, this is not a relative, but he feels like an uncle. He's a super friend of the family. His name's Leon, and he's the one that popped his teeth out of his mouth and touched his false teeth on the back of my 6-year-old son's hand, and my son thought he was gonna die because he never saw anything like it. He's just a crazy.
You got some real crazy, wacky friends over there.
Yeah. There's Dolphin. Is this entertaining? I don't know why we're doing this.
Have you named the dolphin? What's the dolphin's name? Let us know in the comments what you think the dolphin's name is, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, hey. There's $1 million.
Miami.
Did you go all in and win that, or is it just a picture? Asking for a friend.
Yeah. You just walk up to the table and look how young Sydney is. This is the girl that you met that we were out at dinner that sushi with.
Yeah.
This was her as a
Back in 14.
little shorty.
8 years ago.
Oh, this is fun. Look at this. The Ted Stevens series of tubes.
What is that? Is that your centerfold picture? What the hell is that, man?
This is work I
Ladies
did.
and gentlemen, Miss April.
It's work I did on my property, and then I put this on there.
Ted Stevens. Dumb. Right. Yeah.
And if to whoever digs this up and finds it, I put the Wikipedia entry on it.
Of course, there's a Wikipedia entry. So I guess the next question we're getting in the chat is, do you have a calendar? Because it sounds like there should be a Matt Haas calendar for 2023.
I think that's an oversight on my part. Oh, look at this. I am.
Oh my.
I am 19 years old, and I am literally standing on the South Street Bridge. This is not Photoshop. So we rolled up in our cars. My friend got out with his camera, and I posed for this. While cars are screaming past me at 65 miles an hour, 3 feet away. Like, it was like the stupidest thing, one of the stupidest things I've ever done.
That's when you're releasing punk rock albums, right?
Yeah. There's another dolphin.
Jamie says the dolphin's name is Kyle Broflowski.
This is one of my favorite photos.
I thought that was his Morrissey type face.
Right? It does look like Morrissey. Matt, why don't you sing us a little Morrissey? Can you do that? No?
This is me in college.
Oh, my God.
This is a college party I went to.
Oh, my word.
Fun stuff. I don't know. Do I need... Oh, I lost it. Okay,
Uh-oh. Now it's the porn. Here we go.
All right. How do I
Now the shows go off the rails, as always.
stop sharing?
All right, go back over here and...
Mr. Rich Vibes.
Yeah, I'll get you back up there. Hang on a second, Rich.
Yeah, no problem.
Right now you're the real Paul Burke, but you're not the real Paul Burke.
I'll do the official entry, shall I now?
Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! You know, as it's been a theme tonight, we'll do this. Not Paul Burke. There we go.
Okay.
No.
Perfect.
Rich Vibes, host of Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes on Mixcloud Sunday nights at 2 or Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
How are
Oh,
things
yes.
in merry old England, Rich?
Yeah, very, very warm.
Have you melted?
Not quite.
I heard
But,
planes couldn't land because the tarmac was melted.
Yeah, but see, we're not used to this type of weather. We're used to like low temperatures, as it were. So yeah, anything above 30 degrees centigrade, and we're like.
But
shirts off
you're living your best Arizona life there.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people from Arizona. Arizona is really getting built out. Like that's a interesting place for sure.
Yeah, that's where Jamie is at the moment. Isn't it?
That's right. Jamie's out there
Yeah.
until the early fall, or at least I think the early fall. Jamie, let us know in the comments. But yeah.
2 weeks, I think she's got left.
Oh, 2 weeks. That's
2 weeks, and then she's heading back.
the long drive back.
And for reasons I don't understand, server farms are usually in Arizona. It's very tech heavy as far as infrastructure goes. A lot of major companies have their server farms in that state. I think it's because electricity is cheap. I have no idea, but
Well,
something's
good solar power, isn't it? So
probably. But
A
either
bit-
that or
a bit of a
they could run on scorpions. That would like really be powerful.
the band are actually scorpions.
Actually scorpions.
There you go.
I don't
For
know.
people that are new to the show that are watching for the first time, you can join us at any time. I, like a maniacal madman, just leave the link up there. You could just use that link to join us. All you need is a browser and a camera and a microphone, which is basically
and good eyesight to read the characters because it's gobbledygook.
well. I'll for the sake of it's guest.ecam.live/8 Charlie Echo 46 Frank 8 Delta.
You know, I could make you a matthaas.net short link for that.
There you go.
But that wouldn't really make much sense for you, but I could do it if I wanted to.
Jamie says there are solar panel farms here.
there you see, there you go.
There you go.
Good. Yep. There is a big ball of energy in the
Big ball of
sky.
energy.
It's a thing. So I'm told.
So for the people that didn't watch Super Terrific Awesome Show in the 5:45 time frame, Rich, what happened to you, buddy?
So yeah, I've had a little incident today, unfortunately, and I got involved in a 3-car prang, as it were, crash, and yeah, so my car's going in after the weekend for repairs.
And that's always a hardship because you always got to pay the deductible, you know.
But that's it. Yeah, I got the excess to pay now, so got to find £500. Great.
Most
Man.
important thing, though, Rich, is you're okay.
I am healthy and well. Yeah,
Knock
that's
on wood.
nobody got injured, which was the ultimate thing. So
Very cool.
Glad everyone's safe, but man, that still kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You know.
it's life, unfortunately. It happens when you don't least want it, not least expect it, just least want it.
Right.
But
Right.
Well, it's life being life, and
yeah, exactly that. Roll with the punches.
I've added an extra V on there. That's wrong. There we go. That's better. VYBZ. There we go.
John's pushing the buttons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Well, you can't be not Paul. You can't be not Paul Burke for the entire
Wow.
show. That's wrong. I can't do that.
Or you can be a host
I-
like
I've
me
had-
and just keep not hot Sandy Archer on the whole time.
yeah. I've had many labels anyway, so yeah.
I have to say, Matt, that was a pretty fair assessment. I am not hot, Sandy Archer,
Hey, I speak the truth, whether you like it or not.
because one can make the argument that the hot Sandy Archer couldn't make this week's episode.
Yeah.
Looking out for you, Sandy. Miss you.
Who can argue that point? That's what I say.
She had another engagement tonight, didn't she?
Something came up last minute.
Yeah. Do we have to do thoughts and prayers? Thoughts and prayers.
She's fine.
Okay, good. She's fine. There we go.
I think it has to do with margaritas. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Sandy Archer is fine. And we apologize for replacing her tonight with not Hot Sandy Archer.
She's a great. She's awesome all around. She's got a great outlook on life. She's always happy. She's always doing stuff. I like cool people.
She's got a great heart. She's just knows a little bit about a lot. She's just fantastic and great co-host. Love Super Terrific Awesome Show. By the way, if you're new watching VF Talks, thank you for joining us tonight. Super Terrific Awesome Show is shown every Friday night at 5:45 Eastern, 2:45 Pacific, 45 minutes before VF Talks.
And it's on the Awesome Fun Things channel and on your channel as well.
That's right. We simulcast it.
There's technology out there called simulcasting.
And just a little bit of as we do the administrative for a second, bit of a programming note, there will probably be not a VF Talks next Friday night, but we will be back in 2 weeks at our regularly scheduled time slot of Fridays at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
Well, the August 5th, I will have to be tentative. If will there be a show August 5th?
There will be a show on August 5th, so if you are interested in co-hosting, let us know. theventureforward@gmail.com.
Now, depending on what's happening that day, I could call in before I go out for ice cream like I did last time.
We would love for you to call in. That would be great.
It has to be tentative. I don't have control of my schedule when I'm out of town. So
It's strange because next Friday, so I realized that with the main show, there has been things have been popping up during the week that I have not been able to do the main show. I will pre-record the episode that was Summer.4 and talk about the story about me writing the book, but also talk about Lita, which starts August 1st. And let me try to get that up on screen and share that real quick.
Will you be doing Lita? Rich?
I am moderating Lita. Yes, I am.
Rich, are you participating?
I probably won't be. To be fair, at the moment, I've got quite a bit going on elsewhere. So, yeah.
For those that don't know what Lita is, it's live every day in August. It's hosted by the Live Streaming Pros channel.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, you got it. Look at that. Bye-bye.
So I'll move our mugs over here and add Rich over to that. And then we could talk about Lita, because all of us, on the most part, have met in Lita. So it's worth talking about. So let me.
I've changed to. I'm now Luria.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, you've made the ultimate upgrade without question.
I'm now an LSP.
That's right. That's absolutely right. So live every day in August is a challenge where we have given a prompt, and we have to go within a private Facebook group and go in front of a camera or a mobile phone and do each mission. They call them missions. Each day is a mission. And it was a very empowering experience for me, because back in 2020, I was in the midst of the diet, midst of a lot of different things, and it basically gave me a chance to live life and tell my story. A lot of the work I did in Lita back in August 2020 was a pilot for the Venture Forward. So it is an incredibly incredible. Yeah. It is a fantastic program, and it's absolutely free, right? livestreamingpros.com/Lita. What you have to do is just go to the site, sign up, and answer a few questions, and you will be live streaming every day in August. As she says, 31 days is intense, but you know what? The lessons that you learn in Lita are absolutely life-changing. Matt, do you have any commentary about your Lita experience?
Well, I do like that it's free. I can afford free, so that's an important thing. Free is good. Yeah, I mean, I'm coming at this from someone who's not a beginner, and I do get something out of it every time. Of course, the gains for someone who's not a beginner are less than someone who is a beginner. But yeah, no, I, you know me, I love people. I love live streaming, so I'm all for it.
And if you want to sign up for LIDA, you have 6 days to sign up. You have till July 28th to sign up for LIDA, because on August 1st, we get it started. And as I mentioned before, I will be a moderator amongst, I think we have 15 moderators now for LIDA. So we will be moderating and adding content to LIDA, but we will also be there to guide you without question. It is a private Facebook group. So there is nothing to fear. There is absolutely nothing to fear. It's a chance for you to explore telling a story that you probably never have told before in a medium that you probably never told it in. And the first 2 weeks of LIDA is done via mobile phone. It's a mobile, so all you need is a phone. You don't even need cameras. You don't need lighting. You don't need transitions. You don't need theme music or anything.
Should be fun.
Should be a lot of fun. So that's LIDA. Livestreamingpros.com/LEDA. There you go. And we'll in my pre-record for Tuesday, I'll make mention of that again. I might just take that and snip it and add it to the episode. But yeah, LIDA's coming soon. Some comments. So I heard the comment bell coming off. So Jamie giving us a little bit of a clarification. August 5th is the last day of her clinical. She's doing the Grand Canyon on the 6th and leaving Arizona on the 7th. So the trip cross country begins on the 7th. Jamie,
do LIDA anywhere there's internet or cell service.
That's right.
I'll be doing the first week of LIDA at the beach.
That's right.
Oh, show.
And we did an episode of EF Talks when you were at the beach last July. And that's when I famously threw Sammy off. So that was a good time.
I still feel indirectly responsible for that, but I mean, hey,
no,
he seems to have gotten over it.
Is that how the trend started?
Well, it actually started before that, but one of the more infamous ones, we had 5 panels up, and we knocked him off because Matt was jumping on, and Matt is a co-host of the show. So, Sammy, look up for a second, and off he went.
Bang.
Blow him up. Boom.
It wasn't an explosion. He just disappeared. And then all of a sudden you appeared. And lots of laughter and lots of hilarity ensued.
I think Callie was on that episode too.
Callie was definitely on that episode, and she couldn't believe what had just transpired in front of her very eyes.
I did not sanction this.
No, but I certainly did.
Rich, you got any DJ gigs on the calendar?
I've got a couple of Saturdays off actually at the moment. I've done the last 3 or 4 in a town near me. Saturday nights. It's called Decades Nightclub, and it'd be right down your street. 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So yeah, all like, yeah, all the good stuff, as it were.
John, now we got to go to England. I want to go to
For a second, when you said right down your street, I thought, oh my God, you have a gig in Harrisburg? That's crazy. How the heck did you get over here?
Well, that's in a town called Torquay, which is about 20 minutes drive from here, so not too far.
Do you bring your own equipment, or do you use their equipment?
So I take what I do to use to do the show, my little controller and my laptop, and set that up into their audio system. So yeah, it's pretty much plug and play, which is good. So
nice.
Yeah,
my buddy just got out of the DJ business. He had 3 whole separate. He had like redundancy with his equipment. He had some really old stuff, and I think he sold it all. Asked me if I.
That's what's happened to me before as well. I mean, I've still got my turntables here, but the old mixer, I had an old 4-channel mixer and CD player and all that, all set up in a box and that, gone. Yeah. My old speakers as well, because I bought, not recently, but in the last few years, I bought some new speakers, which are the amplifiers on the back instead of a separate amplifier, because that was like way too heavy. The old way of doing it, and too cumbersome and that. So it's nice and easy, all in one unit. Yeah, nice and easy. So, So I can do like weddings and that as well, but I tend to try and stick to nightclub DJing. It's
I built
easy.
my DJ friend a partition to go around his equipment,
Yeah.
and I used the gray fabric on, like you see on like musicians' cases and like big trunks and things like that. So it
Yeah.
it had the same type of I mean, it looked like a piece of concert gear, but it was a partition, and he loved it. He loved it.
Nice.
I think I made a video. I might not have made a video about it. Anyway, yeah, and it has magnets too. So when it closed, because it accordions up, and it would try and
Just
stay
slots
closed
together.
with
Yeah.
the magnets, so it wouldn't floppy all over the place when you're carrying it. So I tried to really
Awesome
think
stuff.
through how you would use it in real life, because you don't just set it up once and forget it. You have to break it down, take it home, bring it with you, set it up.
Well, it's
Fun
not a
stuff.
rotisserie, just don't set it and forget it.
I have one of those, the Ron Popeil set it and
Ronco,
forget.
the Showtime. Yeah.
Yeah, it always squeaked. It goes, and then it's quiet, and then it goes a full rotation. But my gosh, it makes delicious poultry.
Incredible chicken. And I'll say that annoying squeak in the background for that rotisserie, worth it. Because the chicken that came out of that thing,
Oh, we plug it in and
Incredible.
put it outside, so we
Oh
just
man.
you don't have to hear it. No, just kidding.
Well, that's what we're gonna have to, because we were talking about this on my show last Sunday about a pool party when I come over. We're gonna have to do that. Music,
Nice,
barbecue, yeah, the works.
nice. I'll
Sounds
have to
good.
find
Slip
someone
and
with
slide.
a pool. Do you have a
Giant
pool? Do you have a
900
pool,
yards.
John?
Oh, yeah. Pool. Yeah, absolutely. I don't have a pool, but we can find a pool.
Okay. Well, rent.
Ideal.
If anyone in the audience has a pool that they want to basically let us borrow for a pool party, let us know.
Yeah. We will only promise minimal breakage.
Very minimal breakage. Minimal to moderate breakage. Well, let's give us a little.
Because our parties get a little out of hand.
Just a little crazy. Just a little crazy over.
My only requirement is the second story has to be within jumping distance of the pool.
Yes, that's right. You have
Good,
to
yeah.
good hang time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is it,
important.
if not, it's just too
Cannonball.
dangerous.
You gotta do your Ron Burgundy before you yell that,
Yeah.
though.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an important.
The friend I
Urgent breaking
graduated-
news story.
Yeah, but that's it.
The friend I graduated high school with just posted a picture of his son at his childhood home, brought his bicycle up on the roof, like on the ridge of the roof, and then hopped over it, went down the thing, and then right into the pool on his bike. I'm like,
You
Jeff.
know, either way that video could possibly end, it's money, right? Either he lands in the pool and that's great, his health is in good shape, or he misses and you got something that is, funny too and maybe evidence.
no, man. My friend used to do the BMX when we were in high school, and we had this part of the woods where they were digging out a road, but they abandoned it, and it was like a half pipe, on the thing. And we used to go down there, and we used to just use that half pipe all the time. And he used to set us up 7 deep at the end of the half pipe, and he would climb up the half pipe, and then he would spin his bike around this way, and then clear all of us, and he would land on. It was nuts.
I've got a picture to show you now. Actually,
All right.
hang on. Let me find it. Hang on,
Okay.
because
Yeah. I was so in shape when I was a young child, because we would just ride the bikes everywhere. I was, not an ounce of fat on me. I was skinny mini.
Well, you looked incredible in that Morrissey picture too.
Yeah. So, and we used to take our bikes out to those trails, and man, it was crazy. Like no adults anywhere, you're just out there. And Billy's Trails is what we called it. it was so cool. It was so cool. Like where are you gonna have a natural half pipe? It was just made out of earth and just, but it was a full half pipe. I've never seen anything like it. And man, yeah, we used to have so much fun there. You guys say, I'm coming over, and then like you got to clear the other end, or else you'll collide. Like you never wanted to collide with someone, so there was like a protocol on how to do it. And all.
There's always a protocol.
Yeah, it was fun. And the bike I had a 10-speed for the longest time, and this 10-speed was overbuilt. Like it was indestructible. Like you could not harm the thing. I don't know what it was, but I thrashed that thing, and it just kept going. Never had a problem.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Ticking.
Like it must have been made like in the 70s, like when it was full steel. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't going anywhere.
When you said the 70s, you mean the 1870s or the 19?
I'm not that old, my God.
It was a joke and a kid. I'm talking about the indestructible nature of steel back at a time that's not today.
Yeah. Indestructible. And my BMX friend said, let me take your 10-speed on the half pipe. I was like, all right. He beat on the thing, and it was perfectly fine.
He didn't want to work. He wanted to bang on the drum all day.
Bang on the bike all day.
Right.
Yeah. And oddly enough, this guy I know, all the crazy stuff he did with flips and spins and all the crazy stuff, he really hurt himself when he was just doing a slight little hop. Like he was only like a foot and a half up, but something went wrong and he broke his shoulder. Like it was bad. I'm like, all the crazy, like he would jump 12 feet in the air and it was just fine. Like he was perfect. And then he was just, toying around, just doing a little zoop off of this little thing. And then something happened and boom, to the hospital. I was like,
Kapoosh.
Wow.
Or as you like to say, Matt, fabam. But usually in a positive, in a good way, but that's not a good fabam.
And then I was all the way across. This is a fun story. Boy, I'm just filled in time before Rich finds
No,
me.
I'm loving the stories, dude. Keep going.
So we were, it was snowing, and we were doing sledding. And I went the whole way on the other side of the neighborhood. I mean, it's probably an hour walk. Probably maybe 45, 50 minutes. It was a long time. We got out there and we were sledding and we had a little jump and we were doing all of this awesome stuff. And I thought I broke my ankle. I could not walk. And I said to my friend, my BMX friend, I'm like, look, you're going to have to put me on the sled and you're going to have to drag me. I cannot walk. And we didn't have cell phones back then. And we were even far away from his house. And he's like, I'm not carrying you. I'm not sliding you around. I'm like, what? I was like, I cannot walk. So
is this a record? And you say, what a headache.
Yeah. So this is me when I was probably about 16, 17, maybe.
Oh, I gotta get this.
Yeah, I was on my road. We were all like roller skaters.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, and
which one are you?
I'm the one in the air.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. But that was.
Love it.
I mean, I used to always be on my skates, so completely different to today. But yeah, and that was down on Seafront.
Wow. How many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
yeah,
8, 9.
1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4.
That
5,
is a
6,
lot
7,
of people.
8, 9. Well, I eventually jumped that day. I jumped 13 people.
Oh, dear Lord.
But that was the best photograph because it just caught me midair.
Yeah. That's hard to do with a manual,
Especially in those, back in those times as well. It's like nearly 25, 30 years ago. So.
Back in the 1800s?
Yes. But
It
yeah,
was uphill both ways.
good times.
Oh, I got this weird thing with two of. Okay, got it.
Double rich.
Really weird.
When one rich isn't good enough, you need
No, you need two of them. And Jamie says, "Whoa, cool, gnarly, tubular."
Can't do that now though.
Nope.
No. Trying to get back there, but
not without risk of serious injury.
exactly, yeah.
You
Risking
could do
life
it.
and limb.
It could be attempted.
Mind you could do that driving a car, couldn't you? So anyway.
Oh. Man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah.
Good times, good times.
Faux show.
Faux show. So, you got this big giant party this weekend. Any other plans outside of this big giant slip and slide extravaganza trademark tomorrow?
That's gonna be the main thing.
That's gonna be the crux of it.
Sunday's an open day, but I'll be at the house all by myself Sunday all week. I'm gonna have the house all to myself this week. So
All week long, all week.
yeah, I'll have to find ways to get into trouble.
Well,
So,
yeah. And
Party
if,
at the Haas house.
well, hopefully the Enola Police Department didn't hear that. That's good.
Well, I can
Yeah.
supply the music on Sunday morning, so
There you go.
Sweet. I know the police chief here because we were at the one picnic or big party we have, Pumpkin Fest here at the end of town, and I'm sitting there with my family. My father came up. I'm like, oh, we need someone to take a photo of us, and I was like, Lieutenant Green. he comes over. He goes, oh, hey. I was like, do you mind taking a picture of us? He goes, it's Police Chief Green now. I was like, oh, I didn't.
Oh,
get the
excuse
memo.
me. Oh, sorry. Sorry, officer. Thank you for your service.
I know the police chief. Yeah, that was fun.
So,
and also,
does that mean I could speed though? Enola and Harris can
well, I knew a
ask him for a
cop,
friend.
and people would say, how I have this ticket. Help me deal with it. He goes, oh, I know how you deal with it. You pay the ticket. He's like,
Could
he doesn't get.
Could Mr. Benjamin help me out with this one? Maybe make it go away. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Lieutenant
That doesn't
Dan. Good call, Jamie.
Damn.
Lieutenant Dan.
yeah. Well, he was the guy I worked with when we got the Nixle system up and running, because I was mad that my car. I had some theft from my car. Someone broke into my car and stole everything out of it right before I was ready to go out of town. So it had like everything in it, and I complained that there's crime in the neighborhood, but there's no way to know there's crime, because how are you supposed to know? Because it's not in the paper. Anyway, so I complained, and I was like, you should have this Nixle system, which you can text the people in the development in the town when there's crime, and it's only for police officers. I'm like, please make this happen, township commissioners. I was like, well, that sounds great, but we're not tech experts here. I'm like, I'm a tech expert. Bottom line, I volunteered to set them all up, and I worked with this Officer Green, who was Lieutenant Green at the time, and so I worked with him on how to approach telling 20 uniformed police officers what to do. Could you just imagine? Could you put yourself in that situation where you're a plainclothes citizen standing up in front of 20 uniformed police officers, like, this is a new program, and this is how you do it, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got look at me. I'm telling you. It was quite the experience, but we got through it.
I would say so.
Okay? This is VF Talks
people
material here.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Before my class with the police, I had a conversation with Lieutenant Green. I was like, I'm thinking about doing something, but I don't know if it's going to be crossing a line, but I think it's going to be okay. He goes, well, what are you talking about, Matt? It's like, well, I want the police officers to kind of warm up to me. So I'm thinking about bringing donuts with me. It's like, would that be a faux pas if I brought donuts to the police station? He
Tech
goes,
Troublemaker says, and now you feel so much safer. Tech Troublemaker joining us on YouTube tonight. Good to see you, man.
hey, hi, Roy. And you know what he said to me? He's like, Matt, don't even think twice. They will love you for donuts. You bring as many donuts as you want.
All the donuts.
Here
Bring
I am.
all the donuts.
I'm walking into the police station with big crate of donuts. These are things that happen. Like, this actually happened. I was like, wow.
Stereotyping or what?
And for what it's worth, that system's still up and running, and I get text alerts.
It's
when
because of the
there's crime.
donuts.
Crime happening. Yeah,
That's it.
donuts. It's a thing. It's a
You made sure there was an ample amount of Boston creams in there because you know that goes.
yeah. Bear claws had it all. I
Yeah.
had it all.
Apple fritters,
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
jelly powdered.
you know, there's ways to complain about things that aren't right or can be better, and then
Chocolate
there's
butternut.
ways to actually get things done. I'm a get things done. Like, this is what I want. This is what I need to do to get it. This is what I'm going to do to get it. And I got
Key
it.
lime. Key lime
Supply
donut's a good one. It's a solid one.
That's a donut.
Key lime pie.
And then, of course, if you go to Duck Donuts, there's the maple bacon.
Always comes back to food, this conversation, doesn't it?
What? But and food with carbohydrates too. Like, why can't we talk about non-carbohydrate food?
Hey, we could talk about fogo all day. That's fine too.
No, that's
Perfectly fine. Now,
Always
do we
works.
mention that I sometimes eat the polenta sticks that come out? Yeah, of course I do. But yeah, it's all about the meat. Top sirloin, bottom sirloin. How special.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Jamie, a big
Fogo.
fan of the maple bacon. When you
Bacon.
head back to Maine, we're stopping. We're getting more Duck Donuts. Just saying, we're stopping. There'll be Duck Donuts. There'll be another round of Fogo. We're making it happen. So check your local listings for time and channel.
All the things.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to add our chili dog place on the to-do list too.
That's right.
See, in a
Rich.
perfect world, I'd have enough money about now to be able to fly over, meet up with Jamie, and then travel back up through America with her.
Don't you have any of that Ant and
That
Deck
would
money?
be perfect. Sorry,
Don't you have any of that Ant and Deck money they could throw you?
Anton Deck money.
Ant and Deck, the two guys that did the.
I know, yeah.
Those two wacko. Yeah.
We'll have to add chili dogs on your stop list there, Rich, because
Famous hot wiener.
Sorry, they're delicious.
Okay.
Should I get
As a
that
matter
back
of
on?
fact,
Yeah.
if I ever need to buy a business to launder money through, it's going to be a Famous hot wiener. It'd be the perfect business.
And that's how Menko's and Menko's got into business on the Jersey Shore. Is if you ever needed to find a place to launder money, pizzeria, of course. Why not?
yeah, cash business.
Fogo.
Plus
Jamie,
hot
I
dogs.
promise all the Fogo and all the maple bacon donuts that you want. We miss you on the East Coast, and you will be treated royally with those things. And I salute you.
Now you're just teasing.
No, legitimately. She's here. She's getting Fogo and maple bacon donuts and the whole nine.
No, you're teasing me.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, totally.
Roy says, "Who doesn't like to use clean money?" That's a good point, Roy. That's a very good point.
Well, I've been rewatching Breaking Bad because no, seriously.
I was just thinking Better Call Saul actually when that came up. So,
Right. Well, for what it's worth, I think that is probably one of the best pieces of entertainment that has ever graced a screen. Because great character development, great story, and the pre-planning that went into that. I mean, they did it right. They didn't follow the
Better
script.
Call Saul or Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking Bad.
I love Breaking Bad because I love just how they took a completely innocent character from the get-go and just made him an absolute monster by the end of the series. It just
And
it
to
was
that-
just gradual. You just saw it happening in front of your eyes.
The story
It's
arc was
amazing.
perfect.
That's
Yeah,
the point that was perfect. It was a gradual progression. It never
yeah,
jumped. It was just
no,
one minor bad decision or one and they storyboarded the whole thing out before they
yeah,
started. The
yeah,
whole thing. That's how to do story is to
yeah,
put in the work beforehand. And holy cow. Anyway.
There's very few shows that I'll watch over and over and over again. Breaking Bad's one of them. The other
yeah,
one that I've grown basically close to, again, because of the podcast that they're putting out every week, is Sunny. I'm back to watching episodes of Sunny and clips of Sunny and their
Always Sunny in
podcast, and like,
Philadelphia.
oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a crazy ride. But that's in a different category because
Mm-hmm.
each episode is a story unto itself, or maybe they'll have two back to back. But Breaking Bad is different because it was a whole
yeah.
story over multiple episodes, and um, rarely does that work out as well as it
In a way, the
just.
two are
Brilliantly
related,
written.
though, because if you think about it, there is a natural expectation in both concepts. You think of Breaking Bad and you think about the good to do, and then how he basically becomes depleted at the end and turns into a maniacal monster.
Hmm.
You think about a sitcom and you think about four friends hanging out with each other. You think about them doing good for each other and whatnot. And you're talking about four that are trying to mother each other left, right, and sideways. And it gets worse. It gets worse.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, I think I said this before on the show, but that last episode where Walter comes clean to his wife, because the whole time I did it for the family, and she got so freaking sick of hearing him. And then the last scene, he was like, "No, I really didn't do it for the family. I did it because I liked it." He kind of got real. And there was some other stuff that was said. The cameraman started crying when he was
Wow.
filming the actors. They had to cut and do it again.
Yep.
He ruined the take. Like, that's how powerful the actor. He was audibly sighing while recording the actors on that last episode. That doesn't happen.
didn't he win?
Yeah,
Didn't he
you
win
just
an
gotta give
award
it to him.
for that season or that episode?
He should have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he could have won an Emmy for that.
he should.
remember
if he
it
didn't.
was-
But
Who was House of Cards? Who was that main
Kevin
protagonist?
Spacey. It was
Spacey has the same agent as Bryan Cranston.
mhm.
And this is
right,
before all the controversies with Spacey. But he wrote Bryan Cranston a letter through the agent and said, "Look, I'm just telling you straight up. That was the best acting I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not blowing smoke. You don't have to publish it. I'm telling you from one actor to the other, your performance in that series was the best I've ever seen ever." And that was like heartfelt too.
When you can get the accolades of an incredible, and I know what Kevin has done off the camera and whatnot
I'm-
is despicable.
yeah, I was
But-
just about to say the same thing.
But if you can get the serious accolades of a great actor, and again, not a great human
You
being,
can't
but a
argue-
great
you-
actor like Kevin Spacey, holy shit.
Yeah, he is. You got to give it to Kevin Spacey. I know everything that's happened, like you say, exactly. He is a brilliant actor,
Yeah.
superb actor.
And House of Cards season 1 was also had the pre-planning. Now they didn't do it every season like they did with Breaking Bad. Now they tried to make it a cohesive story, but the actual development of House of Cards was, we're going to do season 1 and tell it the way we want, and then the next season they would kind of. So it wasn't quite as cohesive, but that was another instance where they introduced the characters gradually, only when it made sense. Modern entertainment is, each character's got to have 5 minutes the first 3 episodes, but that's just the formula. And they were like, no, we don't want to tell it like that. And both House of Cards and Breaking Bad kind of had that mentality.
And you think about how House of Cards was basically dropped through Netflix. It basically set the model. We're going to drop all of them at the same time. All of them at the same time. And
Well, that's Reed Hastings, the CEO of Netflix. He's like, that's the way he wanted it. Sure.
And how many people missed work that first day when it was released?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a great. That was a great. Even the House of Cards, a couple episodes or a couple seasons in was still good. Now towards the end, I think it kind of got, I just think they kind of lost something.
I think when Spacey was off of the show, it became, and
I didn't even attempt to watch it. I'm like, no.
I think the show was great the first 3 seasons, up to and including the point where they knocked off Kate Mara's character, and then I think gradually it got worse and worse and worse as they were eyeing higher levels of the presidency or higher levels of government and seeing if they can land in the Oval Office and all that stuff.
Yeah, I watched to where he did become president, and then, anyway. But yeah, that was. I like good. It's rare to find good story out there.
Well, the multiple dimensions too were incredible. It talks about things that the normal antagonist would not talk about, as far as how that sort of personality is constructed and how despicable that personality actually is.
Oh, you got to be a straight up psychopath to be in politics.
Oh, he was.
I mean, I'm not even joking. Like, you don't get to that point unless.
Hell,
anyway,
we've just got rid of one psychopath. We're just going to employ another in a minute. So this autumn. So yeah, know exactly what you're talking about there.
There's something to say about government and what it does to you, and why there isn't many honest politicians out there. It's just the God's honest truth.
Well, they all start out as an innocent. They all start out wanting to change the way, and then they get absorbed into the ecosystem, don't they? And that's where it changes them. It's when they get the power and that consumes them. Definitely.
Roy says, we have the best government money can buy. Spot on, Roy. Spot on.
Well, JV, listen, I've been going for a long time. I think I need to jump out, get packing for my trip tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm going to put a giant bow on it, talk about the plans for the next couple of weeks. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit different than what you normally have on this channel. We'll talk about that. And then we will get back together 2 weeks from now for another episode of VF Talks. Matt, Rich, appreciate it. You have a great weekend.
Safe trip, Matt, all right.
Thank you.
Take care of yourselves.
Rich, always good to have screen time with you, my brother.
Always good to see you, and hope to see you both on Sunday anyway. So,
all right. Take care of yourselves.
Okay, bye.
Take care.
Bye. Matt Haas, Rich Vibes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go back to Maine. That's not me. That's not me. That's me. I got background and everything here. So a bit of a preview, a little bit of a plan going forward. And I know that we're trying to put that Summer 4 episode out a few times, and for one reason or another, whether it was my voice or other things that popped up, we couldn't get that out for you guys. It will be a pre-recorded episode, and it'll be basically shared within the next few days. So keep an eye on the channel, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you like. If you want to buy me a coffee, you like what you see, go ahead and go to buymeacoffee.com/ventureforward. We appreciate it, and this channel is truly made possible by viewers like you, and thank you. Muchly appreciated. So Summer 22.4, the episode about telling my story, but also another discussion about Lita and how important Live Every Day in August was as far as growing my story. That will be dropped in the next 3 or 4 days. Keep an eye out for it on YouTube, Facebook. I don't think it'll go to Twitch or Twitter, but keep an eye on both. And then we will be back here for another episode of VF Talks on August 5th. So not this coming Friday, but the following Friday, August 5th. 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific. Couple of last comments here. Jamie says, great show, guys. Good seeing you, Jamie, as always. Hope you have a great night. Roy, great seeing you, too. He says, cheers to you all. And Matt says, good night. And I hope you have a safe trip over to the incredible slip and slide party you are going to tomorrow. But until next time, I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every Venture Forward and VF Talks. Stay safe, stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. You're worth it. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you in 2 weeks for your next episode of VF Talks, August 5th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night. Love you all. Fly, be free.
She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars.
Well, that's the first time that happened. Roy, thank you for the buy me a coffee. That was fantastic. I hope you have a great weekend. Love you all. Fly, be free.
We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart.